Hello, this is the Jurassic Expert here, back with another video, just after I recorded another Jurassic News video. So today I'm kind of wanting to talk about the new Jurassic World, the ride. Last I heard there was a soft release. Now, a lot of people have been getting that confused for the actual release. I don't know if the ride is actually released to, like, the main rest of the public. Uh, and for those of you that don't know what a soft release is, I thought it was just like a really quiet release. It's not that. So yeah, pretty much a soft release is pretty much when a select group of people are able to go to an event. I'm probably thinking like maybe there was special pre-orders available to get tickets for the ride, and maybe that was it. Or I could be completely wrong in general because I don't know much about that kind of stuff, especially about rides. Yeah, full kind of disclaimer. If you are one that likes to be really surprised by the ride and all that, I might actually suggest for you to just click off the video now, pause it, whenever you get a chance, go on the ride, and maybe come back to this video. But for the rest of you that are like me, not really big ride people and really anxious about rides, and want to know what you're going to be coming up against, so yeah, I am going to be talking about like my thoughts from what I've seen with the ride. I have watched a couple of other people's videos on it. I gotta say, I am both impressed yet unimpressed, if that makes any sense. So yeah, let's just kind of go step by step of how the ride's going to go. So first of all, it's kind of similar to the original Jurassic Park, the ride, where you're going up the little hill, and then you kind of plummet down a little bit, and then it's got like the little introduction where it's like, welcome to Jurassic Parks, but this time it's Jurassic World. And instead of the wood, like, iconic Jurassic Park gates, you get more of these Jurassic World style gates. It would have been cool had they actually kept one of them and had Jurassic World on it. But they did technically do that for when you enter in through that section of the park. They modified the old Jurassic Park gates. It would have been cool had they had the old ones and just simply had them in another area, but like worn down and all that. So yeah, anyway, let's get back to the ride. So you're going up, you go down, you run into the gates, and then you get to see a little bit of action with the mosasaur. You see a shark swimming around, and then the mosasaur comes, eats the shark, splashes a little bit of water on you. You go through, the mosasaur notices you in its territory, and it goes and hits the glass, creating a crack, which will spray out water at you. Then you move on into this cave, which actually seems to be longer than the original one, because there have been people that have actually, like, filmed side-by-side videos of them going through, and always the Jurassic Park the ride seems to go through that part faster, which I find is a bit odd. So I'm assuming that the tunnel for the cave might be longer, or they might have just slowed the ride down, but yeah. Anyway, let's move on. So after you get through the cave, this is the part that disappoints me. You get the old baby Stegosaurus, adult Stegosaurus, and the Parasaurolophus. Ah, man, that really kind of frustrates me because they hyped up how different this ride is going to be, yet they have animatronics that were around since, what, like 1997 or something like that? And I mean, it's like, those animatronics were breaking down, and it's like, really, you're going to trust them still? I mean, there was, the last time I went on the ride, I don't think the Parasaurolophus even came out of the water. Um, but then again, that was back in 2015. For those of you that don't know, I am not a big ride person. Um, so yeah, but I said that okay, once the new Jurassic World ride comes out, I will ride it. Um, and yeah, so I am planning on maybe going down to Universal Studios later in the summer to go on the ride. So yeah, I might even film my experience, not on the ride itself, because I'll be really anxious already, and I don't need to worry about, and I don't want to have to worry about holding my phone the entire time and just holding onto it and like biting my tongue to make sure that I don't drop it. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah, the Stegosaurus and the baby Stegosaurus, I really wish they had at least redone the models. Um, if you watch Clayton Fury, video, you might know who he is. So yeah, go check out Clayton. Pretty much, a lot of the things he was saying, I actually do agree with. Think with Universal, this is kind of a two-way win for them. It's like A, they don't have to pay for new items to put up. They don't have to pay to replace them and all that. B, they'll also make the like nostalgia, like the people that have nostalgia over those animatronics happy, which I just kind of think is stupid because I mean, with those animatronics, they don't last forever. In fact, it is incredible that they have lasted this long, because they have to be like over 20 years old now, and it's actually kind of amazing. But it does seem like they have gotten a new coat of paint, and they have been a little bit refurbished. But still, I would have liked for them to put new dinosaurs, like, or at least like put up different models of the dinosaurs to make them more on par next to the film adaptations. Like, if they were to have an Apatosaurus and a Stygimoloch, I don't know, maybe a perched Dimorphodon somewhere, or an Ankylosaurus. That would be cool if they were to have an Ankylosaurus. But yeah, pretty much after that, you go through and you go to see the old Jurassic Park raptor compound. Now this is how you know, like, it's getting really lazy here, because it's like, why does that need to be there? The one in Jurassic World didn't even look like that. If they were going for that, they should have just made it more like the Jurassic World one, especially since it's surrounded through Jurassic World. I mean, seriously. But yeah, I really wish they changed that. And I don't know, maybe extended the Indominus Rex a little bit more. Maybe even like have I don't know, maybe have the crane of like fake like meat dangling and going into the Indominus Rex closure, like have a mechanism there instead. And yeah, so I don't know. I was just kind of disappointed that they did that. But then, anyways, you go and you see a bunch of these mangled pteranodons, and you get to see the Indominus Rex enclosure with the doors all ripped up. There's scratch marks everywhere. The doors are all dented up. Um, so yeah, then you continue on to the T-Rex King, to the Tyrannosaurus Rex Kingdom, which was an actual exhibit in Jurassic World. I do kind of wish we got a little bit of redwoods, but we get a nice couple of profile pictures of the T-Rex. It would have been cool had there been a little bit of a simulation with a goat, and then a T-Rex came out of nowhere and ate the goat. That would have been cool, but then you go kind of into the Then you get recordings from Claire Deering pretty much saying, don't worry, help is on the way, don't panic. And then you go into like this, I don't even know, like bunker of some sort, where pretty much this would have also been like the security power bunker place in the Jurassic Park the ride. Pretty much what I'm seeing with this is a Jurassic Park the ride just reskinned to be Jurassic World. Some people are happy about it, some people are upset about it. I'm a little bit mixed. So yeah, anyway, you go up to this, then you get awesome recordings from Owen Grady pretty much saying, don't panic, help is on the way, don't make any sudden movements or else you're going to set the animals off, which can cause more harm and all that. Then you get the old Jurassic Park Velociraptor animatronic falling out throughout the ceiling. You know what? I'm going to give him a pass on that one. So then you fall down like another logical order. I'm not actually watching a video as I'm doing this. So then you go to, actually no, then an Indominus Rex comes down instead of a T-Rex head, and you fall down a little hill again, and then you're going on, and then you see the Indominus Rex and Blue, like, actually kind of walking in, which I thought was really cool. And the Indominus Rex and Blue are talking, and then who interrupts their conversation better? Who else to better interrupt their conversation than the T-Rex? And the T-Rex roaring at the Indominus Rex. Indominus Rex are Blue are still talking. Everything's roaring at each other. And down the big drop at the end, and like much like the Jurassic Park the ride, you're still like kind of going around. You're still going through there. Oh, I did forget to mention that at one point you will actually be squared by Dilophosaurus while you're in that little bunker area. I forget when, but they still have those animatronics. I'm going to give them a pass on that as well. Just because they actually did put him in a new area and didn't keep him in the same exact area that they did, unlike what they did with the Parasaurolophus and the Stegosaurus. But yeah, either way, I don't know, I'm not seeing, I mean, I'm seeing both a lot of new, really cool stuff, but at the same time, I'm also seeing a lot of the same stuff, which I don't know, I'm kind of disappointed with, because they've been hyping up about this for months, I mean, a year almost. Yeah, a year. They announced this last year. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, I don't know, I'm both impressed yet disappointed, because I'm like, yes, they did do a bunch of new cool things, but then, again, I'm seeing a lot of just the same structure. And with me, I don't know, I was kind of expecting a new ride since 2015. I mean, I don't know, I think they could have done a little bit better, but you know what, because they were only doing this within a year, I kind of can see a little bit of understandability. I can understand that a little bit. But there are some things where I'm like, come on, guys, you could have at least changed that. Other than that, though, I would say that the ride is pretty good. I am seeing a lot of similarities and differences between this new ride and the old one. Mainly with just the pattern and everything and the mechanism. But you know what? Those were really popular with Jurassic Park the ride, so yeah, I mean, it makes a little bit of sense that they keep those parts there. Like with the big drop at the end. Again, that was like the main signature thing for the ride. So yeah, I could see that. As always, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and click the notification bell to get notified whenever I put up new videos like this one. And as always, dinosaurs might be older than you, but you are never too old for dinosaurs. Bye bye.